Hey, welcome back everyone to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, share it to a friend. Today we're going to get into ICE, Immigration Custom Enforcement, right? Now, Tom Homan been talking about mass deportation, all these different things, right? And the ideas he have to keep it out of the communities, right? Now, someone sent me this video in my DM captioned, "Don't make it seem like this administration does nothing about illegal migration." All right, cool. So I checked it out. It was hilarious to me, you know? Some things is like too little, too late. And this is exactly what this video is showing. Too little, too late. Plus, when we deep dive into it, we will see all the flaws in the immigration system. Now, this right here is going to reflect that this is what Tom Homan is trying to avoid. He's trying to avoid having these type of altercations in the community, because you never know because they're going after the criminal element. So there's a possibility that he might have weapons that could hurt them. So he's trying to avoid this. So let's get into it. All right?
3 convicts who were in the U.S. illegally are now behind bars.
The ICE Houston field office sent out multiple teams today to take down the targeted suspects, who will soon be removed from the country. In a Fox 26 exclusive, our Abigail Dye went with Fugitive Operation Team Alpha and was there to see them in action.
Police, let me see your hands.
We got a close look at the team that is targeting violent illegal immigrants in our area.
You have a warrant for your arrest
What them the arrest of what?
with immigration.
The day started early. This is one of the 4 Houston ICE field office's fugitive operation teams.
You guys got the subject in custody?
Team Alpha.
This is every day. We're out there every day in the field.
They met in West Houston near the 14,000 block of Westheimer to talk about their target.
You have your ID in your car?
44-year-old.
This is what I'm talking about, right? This will be your communities if your mayors don't play ball. You're going to see all these big, strong, burly men running around, and women, going to be running around your neighborhood, creating chaos. Let them into the jails. Let them take the bad guys. Why would you stop them to let this happen? You don't want them in your communities. They're trying to avoid these type of interactions. Because what if, let's just say what if, this guy was the level of bad guy that carry weapons. He's a bad guy, you know, he's a criminal, right? You're going to hear his charges later. But this is what we're trying to avoid. This is what Tom Homan is trying to avoid. Just play ball. Tell your city officials, let them into the jails, let them do what they have to do so they don't have to be running around your neighborhood like this. Don't you think that's a good idea? I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break this thing down, way down.
Henry Alexander Paredes Padilla.
Honduran national. He has a final order of removal from an immigration judge. So far, as of today, he has 2 removals.
Padilla is convicted of multiple crimes, including assault of an officer, and he's entered the U.S. illegally at least 3 times.
See that? He kicking cops rear end. Yeah, I had to find a word. YouTube friendly. And he been here 3 times. The deportation system is broken. I'm going to show you how. We're going to break it down. Yeah. Bring it back just a little bit.
Or as of today, he has 2 removals.
Padilla is convicted of multiple crimes, including assault of an officer, and he's entered the U.S. illegally at least 3 times. He represents the kind of non-citizen that Team Alpha targets.
We know who we're going after. We do target enforcements, and we're going after criminals.
Let's just spread out around the apartment complex and keep eyes up.
We followed Team Alpha to their target and waited. They've had eyes on Padilla for multiple days and knew he'd be coming down this staircase.
JD, check and see if you can set up and see the other stairwell just in case he comes down the opposite.
And eventually, he did just that.
Hands up! You want to hold him right here? Yeah.
A peaceful arrest.
That's in
hand
neighborhood
ready.
America.
While this was happening, the other teams across Houston made 2 more. 41-year-old Mexican national Alanis Mata, who's been convicted of trafficking cocaine and has illegally entered the U.S. at least twice, was arrested in Freeport. And 46-year-old Palau national Shakespeare Ngurmaker, who's convicted of gross sexual imposition of a minor and was in the U.S. illegally, was arrested in Humble.
Fiscal year 20.
Sex offender. Yeah. That's who they trying to protect. They want to take them, deport them, and they saying no. The liberal mayors and governors saying, no, we don't want you to take that guy and send him back to where he came from. Yeah. So now they're going to keep him in the jail, right? I'm going to show you. I'm going to break it down how it works, because some people don't know how it works. You know why? Because we have these conversations with friends, family, whatever. Yeah. They're going to keep them, but they can't keep them forever. And then they're going to let them back into the community. Now, the possibility of them actually doing it again is 100%. He's not going to stop liking children. And then what's going to happen? Kid going to get hurt, maybe a migrant kid or American kid. They're going to get hurt again. And then he's going to go, and he just keep going. There's just going to be a cycle. Take him, ship him back. Right? Let them in. Let them protect the community. But you want to support these crazy whack job liberal mayors and governors? Keep on. And this is going to keep happening. This right here is not being proactive. This right here is not being proactive. You got to be proactive. Reactive, someone already been hurt. Got to be proactive.
Well, we only have our 3 quarters out of the 4. We've already arrested over 7,200 non-citizens that are in the country illegally. Of that, 5,000, which is 70% of that number, had criminal convictions. Another 1,300, which is about 19%, have criminal charges pending.
Watch your head.
That means 90% of the non-citizens these teams arrest are like Padilla, convicted or accused of crimes.
We want to get rid of the worst of the worst, people that you don't want in your neighborhoods.
I have the immigration judge's order. I provided for you. The order of deportation.
All 3 suspects were
Biden
taken to be
America is
processed.
awesome.
Then they'll either have an immigration hearing or be removed from the U.S.
Once we arrive to the facility, I'll let you give your wife a phone call and explain, and you can notify her where you'll be at the Montgomery Processing Center.
The men and women that do this job, live in the community as well. They all take pride in what they're doing.
Good job, guys. Thank you.
Very interesting story there. Abigail Dye.
Now, let me pull back this in. I want to make sure I get this screenshot right here. I got to make sure I get this screenshot right here. Boom. Now listen to this, right? These 3 men, 2 of them been here before. So they have a criminal record. Then they were deported. If you was listening to me, you heard what I said, right? They were here before, so I mean they're here now. My man over here in black and red on the far right. 3rd time. 3 times back into the U.S. Okay. My man in the middle, been in the U.S. 2 times. Right? So now you see why border security, border wall, all these different things is important. When Tom Homan talk about national security, border security, all these different things, Trump screaming it from the rooftops, and they said, "Oh, he racist" and all this nonsense. These guys are actually committing crimes against American citizens. My man on the right here, the one on the far left, come on. You beating up cops. You hurting kids. Really? That means you don't respect the law? And you the worst of the worst messing with kids. Right? Okay. Now we watching this right here. So now we keep wondering, all right, why that keep happening? Let me show you why it keep happening. I had this, what do you call it again? His video. I had this video here. Sleepy Joe's border wall fire sale. This administration don't care about your safety. Because if they had the wall up, maybe, just maybe, we have less of these criminals here. In one of my last videos, you gotta go check out my previous videos, subscribe, all the above. I was wondering, the deportation process, how does this go? Like, because it's weird. Now it blows your mind. Like every person they talk about, they've been here before, got deported before. So it's like, wait, it's like a revolving door. Like, what do they do after the person is deported? And I asked the question. I asked you guys the question. Do they put them in jail, put them back in a city where they from, and just let them off in the streets? What do they do? Let's read. When a criminal migrant is deported, they are sent back to their country of origin. Deportation is a punishment in itself, and the deportee will not need to serve additional jail time. Okay. So you're telling me, right, this criminal, somebody who murdered somebody, or even somebody who attempted murder somebody, somebody who assaulted a cop, law enforcement in America, right? They just get put back into their hometown and left there. You know how stupid that process is? That means the way that he came over here, which is illegally, through the back roads, through the valleys and the mountains, through the forests, he just going to do that right back and be back here by, let's say, next week. Yeah. He could be back here by next week. Get his bearings, go see some of his homeboys, say hi and bye, and come right back here. Remember, they leaving established things over here. So now they got money, all these different things. So maybe they wife, like my man over here in red and black, his wife gonna send him some money and he gonna pay the criminal cartels to come back, or he just gonna pay, you know, little coyote, and he gonna be right back here. That's why I say Joe Biden is evil. Because they know what, you see, he knows the way to stop all the illegal migration. That's why he's selling the wall. He's selling the wall because he knows that's the only way. No matter what administration it had in the past couple of years, they have border crossings. Ain't nothing you could do to stop it. But Trump knows if I get them out and I put up a wall, do some serious security, the number's going to be minuscule. Of course, they're going to find a way. But they're going to be so small that they're going to be manageable. Right? So Biden knows that. Obama knew that. Obama used to just deport them. He don't care. A lot of people didn't talk about it because he was beloved. Hey, I loved him too. You know, so we didn't know. But the Democrats is sneaky. He sneakily deported, that's Obama, 5+ million, maybe 6 million people. No one knew. No one was paying attention. Biden came, started selling the wall and bringing them in very sneakily. No one knew. Right? And Trump say out loud, hey man, I want to get rid of them because of this particular reason. Oh, he's the devil. Really? You know how much criminal elements came into this country due to the Biden and Kamala administration, poor border. Oh boy. Let me finish my thought. Poor border policies. Let me just make sure and say that. Because it's stressful when you think about it, how stupidly they did it. Now I'm happy the person sent me this video. But I had to break it down for them to understand. The deportation process is flawed. It seems like all the administrations before had it wrong. Trump has it right. We have to build the wall. The wall is the only way to stop it or to slow it down substantially. Now, hope you guys like this one. If you did, like, subscribe, help me get to that 100. See you in the next video. Peace.